6 or 7 months ago now.
7 months.
Wendy was a completely different person. And the reason why I asked her to come share her story again today is because when you shared your story 3 months ago, you weren't even the person then that you are now. So what inspired you to get on gear here? What were your problems before you started, and where are you now?
Well, I basically got up out of bed when I was 48 years old and fell on the floor. Both knees went out from underneath me. My feet were bad. I had elbow problems, shoulder problems. I had always played sports and was still playing sports at that age. And I thought, what's going on with me? And, to make a long story short, I would see older people than me, like in their 80s and 90s, walking better than me. And I thought, this isn't right, this shouldn't be. I was okay yesterday. And then I started looking for answers, because that's the way I deal with things. I read, and I went to many different conferences about arthritis. It turns out I have an inflammatory and osteoarthritis.
Was it rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis?
I think because I've always worked hard at exercising and trying to diet and do things, that I was masking a lot of when I would get the tests done. So I was never diagnosed with rheumatoid, just inflammatory, they said.
I remember you had a list this long when you started though.
Oh yeah, like I could tick everything off on your sheet. Yeah. I had all those symptoms, so I could go on and on. But basically, then a gal from church said to me, I know you're always studying and doing things to help yourself. Would you like to go to this MaxLiving makeover? And I said, oh, sure. What's it cost? More money. Here we go again.
Is there a refund at lunch if I don't like it?
Yeah, that was a plus. Yeah, for sure. So along I went, and everything I learned that morning just made so much sense. I had battled weight problems my whole life. I had the willpower to diet. And I would diet, and I would lose the weight, and within a month it would all come back on again. And people would say, well, you must be cheating. I'm not cheating. I couldn't, it was so upsetting to me when people would tell me I was cheating when I knew I wasn't.
Right. Who's experienced that before? You have people in your family saying, you're cheating, you're not doing it right, work harder, exercise more, eat less, eat smaller portions.
And if I exercised, I was like done in.
Done.
Tired, beat for the rest of the day. So that wasn't even a...
How much weight have you lost since September?
I think 35, maybe more. I haven't been on the scales in the last 2 weeks.
And really, at a certain point, you stop going to the scale because it doesn't matter.
It didn't matter.
This is not about your weight. This is about your health and being healthy so that you're dancing on the beach when you're 90 instead of getting pushed on a wheelchair.
Exactly.
What else is different, real quick, just before we jump into some of the content?
I was on arthritic drugs, and I knew I had gone to many conferences about arthritis and knew that I was going to be one big drug after the other. That's the way it just seems to be the normal thing. And I know, like I'm a Christian, and I believe that God was telling me no more drugs. So I was on Celebrex, I was on sulfasalazine. So a month into the healing diet, I went on it. I'm totally off all my drugs now.